Now you can play most all the video games you'd ever want to play. Introducing the Sears Cartridge Telegame System. Over 150 video games, all on cartridges. This cartridge of 27 target games is included, but you can get more cartridges that have tank games, space war games, blackjack, speedway, over 150 video games so far. The Sears Cartridge Telegame System. Sold only at Sears.
Hello everybody, and thank you very much for your time today. And today I'm coming to you from Eutawville, South Carolina. Yes! Alright guys, let's go ahead and visit the B&B Arcade. Now this is going to be a 3-for-1 video, so definitely stay tuned. We're visiting 3 different stores. As you can see inside, the B&B Arcade is no longer here. So unfortunately, very sad here. The back wall is gone, ceiling's gone, and if anybody does know history of this location, please go ahead and put it in the comments. I am very curious as to what this building was before it was an arcade. Most likely it was something else, obviously, through the years. But as we start to walk down the street here, we are next going to spin back around and take a look. Look at that beautiful storefront. Look at the brick, look at that awning, obviously it's falling over. A lot of towns here in South Carolina in very similar condition. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to the B&B Arcade. And next we are actually going to move just a few feet away to, as you see, one of my feet, to a hardware store, a trustworthy hardware store. So I assume trustworthy was similar to Ace and or Century or a bunch of other hardware brands. Now this building obviously looks like it's not in the best of condition, but I think a contractor is actually using it. Unfortunately, the windows are blown out. Some really cool doors there. Everything is padlocked up, and this is actually a location, I believe, for some type of insurance agent maybe, but also very curious about the history of this building. If anybody does know in the Eutawville, South Carolina area, definitely let me know. Would love to hear about the history. Now guys, next up, we are actually going to take a pause here. I want to give you a little promo for an upcoming video for an I-95 rest stop truck rest area that we are going to be visiting very soon. I do have the video, just need to put it through editing, but just wanted to give you a quick little promo here. If you are not subscribed, please definitely subscribe, because I think you are going to be very, very shocked at what we see here at this rest stop area. And just a little teaser, the roof is caved in, so wait till you see. Alright guys, now we are actually going to be visiting Summerton in our next clip here, South Carolina. We're going to be visiting a Dollar Tree that is abandoned, and also a Piggly Wiggly. So we could actually call this a 4-for-1, but the first 2 videos, or the first 2 locations, I'll just call as one location, the arcade and the hardware store. And this Dollar Tree, actually, something was recently done in this Dollar Tree. It was being used for something other than Dollar Tree, because when I was in Summerton a few weeks before doing this video, it seemed like there was some type of activity going on. I'm not sure if the Boy Scouts were using this, or there was some type of gathering that was going on. But anyway, as we take a look on the inside here, empty storefront, empty building, a lot of dirt still left over from underneath all of those gondolas and all of those shelves throughout the Dollar Tree. But yeah, take a look, decent shape. Definitely something could move in here. Now, Summerton is not in the best of areas per se. It is a little bit difficult to get to, but It is a really nice little old town, a lot of nice old buildings, and there's still a lot of stuff that's in decent shape. Now, there are some buildings that are abandoned and are rotting away, unfortunately, but definitely if you ever get an opportunity to travel the back roads and the small roads of South Carolina, I think you will definitely have a good time, especially if you're looking for YouTube content like myself. And also, one of the great things visiting towns like this, we always run into folks that live here locally, and it's always great to hear about the history and what was. I definitely want to respect all of these folks and the folks that live here now, and also obviously we're part of the history. We really like to hear, like, oh, okay, you know, there was a whatever store here, or this was where the post office was, you know, or this is where something historic happened. It's really great to see all of these old little towns. Now, next door, we're actually going to be seeing the Piggly Wiggly in a moment, so definitely stay tuned. And as we walk around the Dollar Tree here, we're actually going to go around the other side that is paved, and we're also going to check out the dumpster. I know a lot of you guys like to look into the dumpsters. I sometimes don't like to look into the dumpsters because there's raccoons sometimes in there. And there you see the little post that stops the carts for folks that are coming into and or walking out of Dollar Tree where they would put their carts. And there you see the Western Union sign. There's actually a few of those that are dotted around that Piggly Wiggly building that we'll zoom in on a moment. Here is the side of the Dollar Tree. Now, this Piggly Wiggly has been closed, I assume, for a bunch of years. The property is fenced off. It does have, obviously, as you see, barbed wire all around it. So I assume somebody does own the property, and they must be doing something with the inside, maybe using it for storage. But there are those two semi-trailers that are in front of the property kind of blocking it. But there's our shot of the Piggly Wiggly. If anybody used to shop here at the Piggly Wiggly in Summerton, let me know in the comments. What was it like? I assume it was a pretty nice store back in the day, and definitely would like to hear your stories, and even if you possibly worked here and when it closed down. Even the Piggly, all the letters there separate. I love that old style of storefronts and signage. There you see the water tower for Summerton, nice old water tower. And there's some other abandoned stores that are in front of us in view there. There's also some stores that are active. There's a few eateries, and in fact, that gas station that we were looking at a moment ago does have a soul food restaurant in it. So now, let's go ahead and turn around and take a look in the dumpster, see if there's anything fun in there. So I guess this is some of the materials that were left over from that event that seemed to be happening in the Dollar Tree. Maybe it was the final clean out. And then we're going to walk around here and see if we spot anything. There the old, I guess, satellite was, or maybe that was the antenna for the Muzak system. For those lovers of Muzak, obviously good stuff. There we see our rat bait trap. And there we see our Dollar Tree sticker for the door, another rat bait trap. So guys, hey, this is going to be the end of our video. I thank you very much for joining me. Join me for the next one here from South Carolina. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.